Thank you. Thanks for coming out, everybody. My name is Dave Otitka. I'm the design director at Chaos Studios, and my partner here, Joe Halpert, who flexes very well, is our senior producer, and he's going to be manning the controls. So, what we're going to do is focus on about 5 minutes of single-player gameplay, what you can expect to find in Frontlines. And when we started this project, it was very important for us to make a story-driven, single-player cinematic experience. So the game is set 20 years in the future, and it's about this post-peak oil global energy crisis. And we asked the question, what would actually happen if these theories came to pass? And what would the world be like and the resource wars be like 20 years from now if these theories came to be? And what would the military technology in this war be like? And that's the setting we dropped the player into. So the diversity of the single-player campaign is very diverse. It starts from the oil refineries in Turkmenistan, all centered around the Caspian Sea area, to the Green Mountains of Tajikistan, up and through into Moscow. This mission that we're going to show you here is actually a large assault of a coalition force on a military installation that's built inside a mountain. So it's a very unique, interesting environment, and it contains a lot of the different weapons and vehicles we have in the game. So if I can direct your attention to the screen, we're going to watch the opening cinematic.
Yeah, that's just the outside. The actual fortress is deep underneath the mountain.
Yes, I understand, sir, but we'll need an additional 2 or 3 rounds of airstrikes. High altitude this time. We bear the threat.
That's gonna happen. You're gonna have to take it away foot.
Yes, sir.
You hang in there, Sergeant.
Of course, sir. They've got an ICBM in there with a huge nuclear warhead. We have no choice. Go in and get it. Get to the tanks. Command will brief you momentarily.
It's a very important feature of the game. We use it both in single player and in multiplayer. You can see Joe's going to bring up the map here, and the territory is split into 2 sides. Your coalition forces, the Red Star, and they're split by this front line. It's a simple mechanic, but you have a set number of objectives to take at any one time. You can take them in any order that you want. It's important to do a non-linear game for us to keep a very open world. A lot of competitors do a very scripted linear game. It can be one weapon and one path to follow. We give you a bunch of different weapons, which you're about to see. Bunch of different military equipment, and you can do it in any way you want to do it. We want to allow the player choice. So here you can see Joe has a tank to choose from. He's got a helicopter. He's got this allied force that is hopping in tanks, running on foot to support him. So we're going to take an air assault and start attacking his base here. Combat sandbox, as we call it, full of emergent gameplay and non-linear gameplay, full of choice. So Joe has to get to the top of this tower, and you can see, I hope you can see here that how intense the combat's going to be. It's very important for us to keep an intense adrenaline-based combat mechanic. These pieces of role equipment in single player. In multiplayer, it's actually you rank up and you specialize in different weapons technology. We have 2 airstrikes here we're going to show you, as well as a Red Star drone. This first airstrike, you call it in, it's a cluster bomb, and this tower here is full of rocket soldiers, and gives us a good opportunity to show some of the destruction in the game. There's a lot of destructible cover where the enemies can destroy and expose you and you to them. So as he destroys the tower here, switching on the higher rank airstrikes for the coalition side. This is a gunship, where you call it in, it's circling above you, and you can target anywhere on the battleground that you want. So we're going to take out this tank. It's got a howitzer and a minigun, and you're actually controlling the guns in that circling gunship. We're going to take out this artillery here.
Artillery inbound. Nice going.
The last piece of equipment we'll show you is one of the drones in the game. There's 6 of these actually. Every weapon and vehicle in the game is based on real-world military technology. So this little drone is a RC helicopter with these rocket pods on the side of it, and they actually have these, and they're prototyping them, if you can believe it. So we've extrapolated it 20 years into the future, and these are great for taking out infantry. We have all sorts of different drones, these tracked assault drones with machine guns and mortars, and these flying reconnaissance drones. So you can see the size of this mission, and it takes about an hour and a half to play. You eventually get inside this nuclear silo, this hallway combat. Each mission in the game gives you a really different experience, and it's this all weapons of war type of gameplay. And multiplayer is also very big for us. We're doing a 32-plus player multiplayer on PC, 360, PS3. One of the first Xbox games, or actually the first, I believe, to do so.